What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Friday, March the 6th, 2020. Sorry, I'm trying to tweak with the adjustments here because sometimes I feel like it's too loud and other times it's not loud enough, so keep playing with it. And I hate that thing being in my face, but anyway, sorry for no video yesterday. All of my clients know why. A little family issue on Wednesday evening, but all is well. Thank you for the well wishes, but just some things that were more important. So sorry for that. Let's do a recap for the last couple of days, everything we had going on. And it is right now just after 11 a.m. It's 11:15. My card for Friday is out. And like I told everyone, you can deal with handicappers that'll get you cards the day before or first thing in the morning for games that are happening at 11 o'clock. And guys, if you want me to be completely honest with you, I could put my card out the night before every night. But 65% of the time at minimum, something on my card changes, as in adding something or removing something when further information comes through. That is because I actually break down these games. I don't go off of some report that ESPN or some other service puts out to tell me what should or shouldn't happen. That way I can promote the card and sell more. If I don't sell any of them, I don't care. Like I said, I'm betting the games either way. If you want to tell what I do long term and make the money, great. If not, it's not going to change what I do day to day. I'm still going to put in this amount of work whether or not hundreds of people receive this information or whether it's just myself. So remember that. But I told you all, guys, that after this past weekend, my final power rankings were going to be done for college basketball. We were getting into March Madness for this week. I did not make it into the office late yesterday like I had planned on, so I am headed there in just a few minutes. So I know a couple of people were waiting on emails from me from some archive stuff. I will get you that this afternoon as soon as I get there, but this was going to allow me to get cards out earlier during this stretch because there is no more wondering what's going to happen from day to day. This is going to be where every single day you are going to see everybody that can dress. The only people that may not give it 150% night in and night out is people that already have top seed bids in the NCAA tournament. That's it. Anybody else, a lot of these seniors know, especially teams that are not making the NCAA tournament, or know that if they win their conference and they get an automatic bid, that there's just not much of a prayer, that their next loss could be their last. This could be it for them, not just collegiately, but basketball. This could be it for them. They go on and live in the real world, getting a real job because they don't have hopes of playing in the NBA or things like that. So keep that in mind. And again, like people want to talk about back-to-backs and stuff like that, where last night we had a game on Nevada and they got beat by Wyoming, and Wyoming was on a back-to-back. My decision for playing Nevada had nothing to do with Wyoming on a back-to-back, because for these kids that aren't 35 years old, 40 years old playing in the league that have been doing it for decades, these guys do better if they could play back-to-back games, stay in rhythm. As long as they don't have travel as well, it's a benefit to some teams. So keep that in mind if you're thinking that you're going to play a team just because the opposing team is on a back-to-back and the other one's on fresh legs. Those fresh legs may actually be a disadvantage to the team that played last night. So just think about that if you're capping your own games. Let's do a recap of the premium card for the last 2 days, and I'll get you on a couple of free plays for today. And like I said, the card's already out, so all my clients know. And if you purchase today, as soon as you purchase, you'll be able to click on the members area and get your plays. I have one early game. The rest of them are in evening and night action. So let's go back to Wednesday's card and do a recap on that. It was a small card, being with what happened. There were 3 games that I had that I didn't get out in time, so I left them off the card. But luckily, we had given them out on the live show, so we got to do that. But the premium plays as far as NCAA basketball go for that day, Central Arkansas. We played the under there. 156 was a nice winner. So that, and then Virginia Tech on the money line over Clemson. So everybody wanted to not agree with me there. Guys, take what Clemson's done this year with a grain of salt. It's nothing. They caught Duke in a spot in which I told people prior to the game that Duke would probably lose. It's not because Clemson has talent to begin with. They have a coaching staff that's non-existent, players who are lackluster, that don't care to play for their coaching staff. You know, there's two guys on that roster that may end up making very low draft spots or, you know, get some G League spots. This is a team with no talent, zero. So I don't care about their win against Louisville, where Louisville came out and played pathetic. I don't care about the fact that they caught a team made up of 80% starting freshmen, caught them on an off night in a packed house. I don't care. I don't care that they won off of a fluke for the first time in 60 games in Chapel Hill. I don't care. They're not a good team. Virginia Tech, a team that everybody expected to be bottom of the conference this year, that I even said Virginia Tech would have some wins that nobody would expect. That was one of them. They went out there and from start to finish outplayed them, and it was a game that really, even the score, as close as it was at times, was never in question. So 2-0 there. The other two games that we gave out for free were also both winners on the live show. Get into the NBA that day. Should have been a sweep in the NBA. But we have one game going to overtime. So Chicago and Minnesota going under, the easy win there. Memphis, Brooklyn going under 223.5, another easy winner there. We did have Dallas, the Dallas and the Pelicans game going under 241. It was sitting at 224 at the end of four quarters. It went into overtime and became a shootout. So, you know, I had some people go, oh, yeah, well, you know, you lost that game. Well, I don't cap for overtime. It's not possible to. And had one shot been different throughout the course of that game, one miss, one make not happen, that game would have been at least 18 points underneath what the total could have been. So it was it was beyond the correct pick. That just didn't happen because of overtime. So we'll take that with a grain of salt, what it is. We did lose our top play that we had on the Colorado Avalanche. That one was a goalie change late, but I still liked it. Sometimes you just have to take the loss. I was surprised at the level that Anaheim came out and played for as long as they did. They lost that edge in the third period, which I even said in my write-up they would. I thought they would have lost it sooner. And to be honest with you, Colorado came out and didn't take near the shots I thought they would. So, again, I can't go out there and play it for them. Neither can you. The only thing I can do is go off of what the team does and hope that they continue to play like the team that they are. So we'll take that for what it is. We get into yesterday. Yesterday was a good day that, again, had it not been for one day, would have been a phenomenal day. By the way, March Madness has gone great thus far, 3 days in, or 4 days in now. Started at the beginning of the week, but Tuesday, I believe, was the first day of it. One play in the NHL yesterday, Boston Bruins on the money line. That was way off. My line was sitting well above 230, so took that one. Nice 1-0 there in the NHL. Get into NBA. We had two plays. We had the Rockets and the Clippers under 237, an easy win there. Took the 76ers plus 5.5. I don't know who in the world picked Sacramento and decided that Sacramento being favored number one, but being favored by 5.5, come on. I mean, yeah, the 76ers leave a lot to be desired, and with Simmons and Embiid out, I don't care, but they are not the two best players on that team when it comes to removing them and the team falling apart. They're not LeBron James. The team actually gels better as a team without them. They're just not as dynamic. Kind of like Kyrie being out for Brooklyn does Brooklyn a favor. So they won outright as they should have. Obviously, we were catching 5.5, so an easy 2-0 day there. That should have been 5-0 in the last 2 days. Anybody that did not listen to what I said coming off of the All-Star break, NBA was going to be the best out there. I've stood true to that. People that want to know why we weren't playing a lot of totals in December and January, I told you that's not the time to play them. The time to play them is in late February, early March, on through into April. And again, I've played more unders than anybody in the business. In the last 2 weeks, I've probably played more unders than anybody else in this industry will give you in the next 30 days. And we've hit 85% of them, if not more. So another 2-0 day yesterday there. College basketball, Michigan -17 winner. Northern Colorado +2 outright winner. We did drop Howard. We had them under 159, which became a runaway, an absolute runaway by by their opponent right there in the later moments. Had it not been for that, I think this game probably would have fallen. It still may not have gone under, but it would have been very, very close. Going into the second half, I was looking at it saying that we were sitting right around 160 is what I thought the projected outcome was going to be. So we were still may not have won it, but I didn't expect a late run and rally where teams just weren't missing. So, but we had them, and then -120 on the money line, so we dropped that. And then Nevada, -10 yesterday. That one bit us. Wyoming, and I don't know that it was Wyoming playing great. I think Wyoming played very well. But if you go back and look through every game this year, you can look at it just in conference or you can look outside of it. The things that Nevada excels at, one of them, I'm just going to use one as an example, is rebounding, especially rebounding for second chance shots. Those things that it doesn't matter win or lose, even games where they've lost, they have out-rebounded their opponent. They out-rebounded San Diego State. They should have won that game, by the way. They always out-rebound their team. Well, you go up against a team like Wyoming, who never out-rebounds their opponent. Never. So even if Nevada doesn't win and cover this game, there was no question as to whether or not Nevada had a rebounding edge offensively and defensively. What do? They get out-rebounded. As a whole, they got out-rebounded. Everything that they excel at, they got beat in last night. It was like the perfect storm. So not only did they not cover the 9.5 to 10-point spread, they got beat. I would make that play over again blindly, as I just think that it was almost like the perfect storm. That's what it was for Wyoming. But, hey, we'll take the loss. So there's a recap yesterday, sweeping in the NHL and sweeping in the NBA and dropping some in NCAA. It's our first day since, Friday that we've not taken a profit in NCAA. First time since any March Madness action. And we will right that ship today, no doubt. Big card today. Got a handful of NCAA games. We have NHL going, have 3 plays there. And probably the biggest NBA card we've had of 2020. Having 5 total NBA plays, 3 totals, 2 sides. One nice underdog play that I really like. So it's going to be a big day. $50 will get you 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. All plays, daily top play, and premium plays. 7 days for $99. $2.99 will get you a month, which now's the perfect time to buy that because that'll carry you through March Madness. You'll be able to buy the month pass and not only get all of the March Madness plays, as long as there's not a game of the week, month, or year. Everything else you get, daily top plays included. And you also get NBA. You also get NHL. And you will get a couple of days of MLB, which everybody knows that I'm the best at. If we have games in the first handful of days of the season, you'll get that too. $2.99. Don't miss out. As far as March Madness, if that's what you're worried about, I was on the Cappers Nation live podcast yesterday. Go check it out. I'll post a link on Twitter, @PicksChase. I went in there, did some NASCAR talk, did some baseball projections. It was a good time. Shouts out to Kyle J. And I know I kept calling him, I think I kept calling him Paul, but his name's Phil. He does a lot of their NHL stuff. Talked to him for a while yesterday, and I know that I kept calling him the wrong name, so apologize for that. But gave out 2 coupon codes. So coupon code on NASCAR as well as March Madness. March Madness package is $199, gets you every premium and daily top play, through March Madness. So basically any college basketball play I have from right now all the way until the very end is $199. You can get 10% off of that. And you can use it with the coupon code. You just go in and buy it. Give me just a second. I'm going to pull these up to make sure that actually everything did go as they should have. Everything should have been posted yesterday before that show. Okay, yeah, it did. So coupon code CAP, C-A-P, and the number 10 gets you 10% off that, so you can save a quick $20 off of that package. And again, CAP, C-A-P, all in lowercase, and the number 10 on the checkout page for the March Madness package. That was in honor of being on the Cap Nation live show. And then because Kyle had asked us to come on and do NASCAR talk, in which I think it speaks for itself what we've done in NASCAR so far. Phoenix this weekend, sure to be another winning day, another race winner, so on and so forth. Kyle is the name of the coupon code in honor because it was Kyle's idea to bring us on. So C-Y-L or K-Y-L-E, and then the number 10, all in lowercase, gets you 10% off Patrick's NASCAR season. So you can save $50 right there. And that basically, I mean, again, $450. You'd spend over $3,000 buying each race individually. You will make your money back week one. Have no fear about that. Both of those coupon codes run until Sunday. The NASCAR runs till the Phoenix race begins. The March Madness one goes Sunday till midnight. Any of the long-term packages that you have interest in, email me, chase@chasewins.com, and I will, maybe we can work something out. I'll say it like that. Cal Ripken Foundation, the donations have gone incredible. Thank you guys so much. If you are interested in donating, send me an email. I will send you the link to the page in which is tied to myself and them to donate the money. We've got the donation going through this weekend, and for any bigger donations that we have, like we've given out a couple of one-year passes for free for certain donations. I still have 2 of those that I am willing to give away out of what I allotted. For absolutely free. I mean, obviously, you're going to do the donation, but you're not going to be spending any money with ChaseWins.com. You'll be giving the donation. I give you that for free. So keep that in mind. If you have interest, it just needs to be done before the weekend is over, and we shut that down. So, again, thank you to all that participated in that and will do so. So, free plays. I'm going to make it short and sweet on these. I'm not going to get into some huge reasons why. I'll let the games speak for themselves as they come on, but games that I like a lot that I've already played that are on the card. Hockey, will do one Chicago Blackhawks minus 150. This line is going to go up. Take it while you can now. If you end up getting it at 170 or above, which I think this could very well get to, take them in regulation to get better odds. But I do think that they're being somewhat shafted because the Blackhawks have not been a good team this year, and this is a bitter rivalry, so a lot of times these games are closer than you would think, and being that Detroit's the home team, I get it, but Chicago is so much faster than Detroit, it is unreal, and with the poor defense that Detroit holds, Taves and Kane should be able to have a field day with assists and goals, and I could see this game being decided by a 3 to 4 goal difference, truth be told. So if you want to sprinkle some on the puck line to get be around plus 150, I think was the odds. You are more than welcome to do so. I did, but the official premium play is the money line minus 150 on the Blackhawks. I'll give you one more. I like Utah State minus 15. Again, Wyoming, the perfect storm last night. Again, I've said back-to-back nights don't matter in these tournaments. Well, playing 3 nights in a row, that is where fatigue can get the best of you. Utah State's coming in on fresh legs, which I don't like, but they are up and down the better team fundamentally. They are so much bigger than them. Rebounding should be another big advantage. And if they decided to watch the game last night, then they should know that Wyoming was attacking Nevada's rebounding as if their life depended on it. So if they go in with the mindset of these guys are going to try to shut our rebounding down, they should be able to take care of that. I don't know why my dog's barking. But if they take care of that, they should have no issue rebounding, and I think that this could be a 20-point win without them having to exert too much energy into it, knowing that they're going to have to go in and play again in 24 hours. So, but I'll take Utah State minus 15, as I think playing 3 games all back-to-back, and the fact that everything you did to win the Nevada game will be fresh on the minds of a Utah State team that comes in knowing that if they lose this game, their chances of NCAA are over. So I know that they are really going to try to win this tournament. They have the ability to do it, and I think that the first victim is going to come with a somewhat easy route of Wyoming. So Utah State minus 15, I'll take that as well. Both games I've already bet on. Both of them are on the card. So go jump on it. Thanks, guys, and I will see you back for Saturday. We may do an impromptu live show either this afternoon or Saturday morning, depending. So thanks, guys.